Alright, Shalom. We're the Real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon, according to the Bible. First I would like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Now belongs to the apostles of great millstone who will and salutations all your brothers around the four corners of the earth, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, we back here, as prophets of the Lord, man. Alright, to warn you people about the prophecies that's coming to pass. Alright, to wake up you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright, to your true heritage. Alright, which is the true Hebrew Israelites according to the scriptures. Alright, not these proverbs and bywords that's been put on you by, your captors, man. Alright, with that being said.
2 Thessalonians, the man of sin be revealed. And Job 14:5 about his allotted time.
When I see a certain movie yesterday, it got to let it
No.
It just came out.
Ooh. Now I want you to spoil it for the people that saw it.
Well,
he's going to spoil it.
It is $7 Tuesdays. Let y'all know.
Oh, okay. So we'll be doing on a sit-down Wednesday on it.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and starting at verse 1, and it's like verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first."
And that was us having to lose our heritage. All right, we were sent out, we were driven out. Like Jeremiah says, we lost our heritage. All right, go ahead.
It says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God."
Right, so the so-called rulers of this world will have you believe that there isn't a God. But if he does, he looks like us. And that's a particular race of people. Somebody get Job 9:24. It says the earth was given in the hand of the wicked. Oh, yeah. There's a reason why these people on the chart were allowed to get conquered by another set of people. And biblical law says eye for eye, tooth for tooth. So if you were the descendant of a people that put these people under subjection, the kingdom of heaven is going to actually be the opposite. You know what they say now is a white man's heaven is a black man's hell. So what would be a black man's heaven? Exactly. Go ahead. Retribution at that.
Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right. There's a reason why the best people, the best combat boxers, remember the UFC was once upon a time a pale place. And get what? It got gentrified with flavor, with sazon, with salt. Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If not, who is he, huh? He's walking up the street is where he's at.
We can flip with no pursuit.
That's right, brother. He got cut by these words. See, I really wanted to go personally. These words are a two-edged sword, baby.
When you told that MMA UFC, he got some salt to it. He left.
He knew because he knew it.
Oh yeah.
Who did he think? What's up, bro? Ain't no Luke Rockhold up here, man.
Right.
We got strong chins up here.
Tones. Loins.
God knows.
I got some. It's First Maccabees 3:48. "And laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images."
Right, cuz you go to today churches and everything. She's gonna do Sunday and stuff.
For her 15 followers that nobody liked the picture.
What she gonna do tomorrow? No ass. All right. I bet most likely she probably got seasonable gin on her. Right. You know she got seasonable gin on her wall and shit. Right. That's why you people, you out your damn ass today, man. They seasonable gin. All right. So you got two seasonable gins. So far, these you got the one with the one with the brunette.
Yeah.
And then you got the one that's blonde. They got like the blue eyes and shit.
Right.
And the hog down south, they got the seasonable gin, blonde hair, blue eyes. That you ass like no shit. So, yeah, down south, man. All right. So that's why these people go crazy when we say the Israelites all hell breaking. They've been conditioned that Esau, the so-called white man, to believe that Esau, but actually he's not. He's the nation of Edom, the red man. He's not white. Right? Like that brother across the street, his shirt is white, his pants is red, and you put a so-called white person right next to him, they would fit more fit with his red pants, man.
Especially if you get him angry or embarrassed.
Right, you'll snap the hell out of him.
God, that's probably the most effective.
Right.
It's quicker.
It's quicker, man.
I got some. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee. Okay?
Right, astonishment, man. Like, damn, what?
That's why they're astonished.
That's why astonished. Like,
we say we the Israelites, they like, y'all ain't nobody.
Wait, look at Ray Ray down the corner, slinging rocks. Mammy, I didn't mean to say that. Daisy, the one that sweep my dishes and clean my dishes and blow my rug on white sleep at night, man. The queen show. That weave wearing Negroes. Y'all ain't nobody, nigga. You commit crimes, man. Black on black crimes. Hazel's the one that cooked my food in the kitchen. My man.
It's ours now.
Yeah. No, man,
Shimon.
I'm giving you the sign in for my face, just in case I ain't doing something.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you just want to go live.
all these Negro, Latino, Native American and byword like black, African American, Latino, Mexican, Puerto Rico be rich, poor. All right, stuff like that, man. They call us African Americans. These the bywords right here. These the bywords right here.
Sorry.
These the bywords, man.
Anytime they see us out here preaching and standing in our power and preaching this truth, they see this and they look at us so low.
Right.
We can't be the people of God.
Right. It says right here, Wisdom Psalm chapter 5, verse 1. Then to the righteous man standing great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him. And we doing it right now, man, because Esau, he's right here, man. Alright? This is shit. This is heat. This is Cleveland, man. We heard in the gates, man, so I get that Proverbs chapter 1. Which was cried out the streets.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20.
You could also get 8, but
You don't understand wisdom of Solomon. There's a bunch of this shit. Hey, what we're doing is not a mystery and it's not covered. This is made by works. We're the seed of Abraham through works, not just belief. It says what it says, a mouth maketh to confession, like Paul said.
Right.
So we're confessing our Savior openly.
Yep. Go ahead.
Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without.
Right.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
The voice in the streets. That's what the Yahweh doing. We vessels right now. We would say Isaiah 58, lift your voice like a trumpet.
Oh yeah.
All right. But also it means like we out here teaching, man.
Well, it says in Isaiah, your eyes shall see your teacher.
Your eyes see your teacher.
Yeah.
And he said your feet shall be on the couch.
Right.
All right. Ain't teaching a damn thing.
Elders do sit downs on the couch.
So in that church.
You can take a picture of the sign.
I'm in the church.
You can take a picture of the sign.
I'm taking your money.
Well,
Sitting on your white lap.
We do one on the couch and in the street. What do
All
you
right.
guys do?
Go ahead. That's it.
Couch,
Well, I mean, I can
No, go ahead. Get some more.
First, Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the
She plays a concourse business, man. Right now, it's what Cinco de Mayo. Everybody doing business.
I think there was a Polish Day parade too. Right?
Yeah.
I believe Michigan was close to the Polish Day parade.
It's the what?
Yeah, I know.
The Polish Day parade too.
It's say so.
Hey, right. They leave us in Little Village in Pilsen. They didn't let us this far. You see what happened last
Hey,
time.
but this is part of the police did
Oh no, we niggas too. Yeah.
Little village was Polish
That's what
before.
I'm saying.
Hey, but the original Polish was
Jump shade.
Hey, but the original Polish was Negroes, man.
Right.
All right. See, that's like they say we get the hand of the wicked, man. Right? He done lied about everything, man. Right?
Gone.
Right.
Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
Yeah.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
As you do, you date, man. Here's like so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You love to be simple, basically a fucking idiot, man.
Right.
All right, and you scorn the truth, man. Hey, remember Kanye West and Kyrie Irving? They brought up, they were like, get over there. I've been doing since May. Everybody saw them making TikTok videos, YouTube. I ain't no Israelite. I'm South African. I ain't no Israelite. I'm Native American. I ain't no Israelite. I'm Latino.
And George Bush hates black people.
And George Bush hates black people. Come on, man. All right. So you squandered the truth, man. You mock us. What you call us Power Rangers? But guess what? We love when you fucking call us Power Rangers, man.
Right, because when we actually become those threshing instruments, it's not gonna be funny. See, the thing is, we believe it. You know, we believe that everything that you mock at, everything, your whole existence, even the man that you believe in, is temporary. We're believing on something that's eternal. So ultimately, what's going to be the best and bigger last, man.
All right. For Power Rangers, go back to the Hebrew word power. In Hebrew is Allah. Rangers. I forgot range basically you go to the ranges of a certain district or area and stuff. So we are the Power Rangers, right? Right. Most of when we are the elected Israel, we gonna get that power. All right. We gonna start going to range and get your ass, man. Right. Jeremiah 16 verse 16.
Hey, it's funny though, because I was in the lunchroom yesterday and there was a Jake, he was listening to it. He ain't no Muslim or nothing.
Right.
But even this Arabic, fake Arabic deep motherfucker had brought it out. Oh, because you know the word Allah in Hebrew. Now he said the word Allah is, the word God in Arabic is Allah. Right. And how you would say it in Hebrew is Allah Elohim. Right. So he shows you that they know that the original text of how you're supposed to speak the word will be Allah. Right. He's trying to relate it back to that bullshit ass Quran shit.
You know that Muslims.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was the actual Israelite that said it. But he might have been Jake for him to say that shit though. He's trying to blend some shit and make it work complete. Right. But the simple fact is that word just means power of God.
Right. It's not his name.
It's not his name.
Not his name.
And he said that as well. It's not his name. And he, really would have cut himself. It just shows you that we're coming back into what we're supposed to be at now. Yeah. We're coming back to the truth.
And it veils darkness.
Good.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
Right.
And they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, out of the holes of the rocks.
All right. So right now we fish. All right. So right now we fish. Right. See this right here. Alright, so right now we're fishing. Alright, that's the reason I got this hair. So right now we're fishing. Guess what?
That's what orbits mean?
Yeah.
Alright. It means to fish?
No, orbits don't mean to fish.
It's a brand pork fish.
So okay. Yeah, I was going to say
fishing clothing. It is.
I was going to have a whole sit down. Orbits, the etymology of orbits. To fish, to cast.
Hey, but you can look it up though, orbits. Stuff, but I'm just showing the guy fishing. Right now we fishing, man. All right, but yeah, we are the Power Rangers, man. Most time we'll be other Power Rangers, but we're gonna turn the hunters, man. All right, and Lord, when we come your ass, ain't gonna be the police, ain't gonna be no press, they record videos and shit like that.
Hey, well, you know what's the funny thing?
Right.
A good fisher gotta be a great hunter too.
Yeah.
I mean, because essentially, that's what fishing goes into.
Right. You know. You gotta be wearing your somebody get this serpentine.
You gotta know what bait to fish with. Alright. So the same thing, hey, and it's true. Alright, on one hand, we're fishing with brothers, things of that nature, possibly elect. Then on the other hand, it's gonna turn, man. Alright?
See, I can cut this off then. He just.
Oh, you read it right now?
Yeah.
Hey, read that.
So
Go Power Ranger.
It says keeper of a park, forest or area of countryside, member of a body of armed men.
I asked first before I cut it off.
Body of armed men.
Commando.
Do we need
or
two?
highly trained.
Do we need two or just one? So do we need two
There's a
cameras or
person
just do one?
or a thing that wanders or ranges
I'm saying,
over
we
a
need
particular
two
area or
cameras or just do
domain.
one camera?
So basically, you're keeping it. Hey, it says
I can edit it later.
Do a diligent search
I
for
want
the
to
center
I
of
appreciate
fly,
it.
which is what we are.
Well, see, what? I just turn them up. I just turn them up the other way around so I can see everything. I ain't got to move it. But it's up to you, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, you can get your elder goodbye on,
right? And now we're about to receive power, so we are Power Rangers.
but you'll be on camera on this side. So, I mean, it's up to you, huh?
Okay, I'm keeping it.
We are those old Power Rangers.
You see that? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Because you can talk no tongue. Every time you speak it up against the injustice, thou shalt condemn, man. Like shit, you can say everything you got to say. We always will come up and combat it with the Lord's spirit, man.
Women like they dress up in Power Rangers. Well, I mean, I'm just saying,
No cosplay.
yeah, they do Power. Reach off on that out because ain't nothing you can do to the culture. Ain't nothing you can do to the culture. Duck off on them. All right, that's another thing. I know it's another thing. I mean, I'm just bringing up the fact that it's just you. They can make all you want.
Right, because if we were like their type of Power Rangers, shit, like your military men with your false Power Rangers, shit, that's a joke.
Pseudo Power Rangers.
Pseudo Power Rangers. It's Jake,
Yeah. It looks dope. And they got the fringes. They got the fringes. All right, but nothing you can do, man. Maybe all the Power Rangers, we all the Ninja Turtles.
You find it what Paul quotes the Greek poets. The Greek poets. He got a couple verses where he quotes the poets.
He's a Gentile. He's blind. This is a Gentile. Right? Go ahead. Bring up what I want to bring out. I got that reserved time for you.
Yeah. It's Ephesians 5:16. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
How do you redeem the times? About the gospels. Right? Same thing with 2 Corinthians 9th chapter. What's that? Romans 13:11. See that it's high times. That's something. The scripture. This place is open. He quotes the poets.
Your investment in America is Hey, what the biggest bank, the second biggest bank a couple days ago?
That's another one. That's a good one. That's another one.
All of them posted them.
I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of that stuff that happens, like, they're really just closing down with those really things. It's just closer to July. And the closer to July we get, and there's a lot of foreclosures, and there's a lot of people spending a lot of cash doing it. People been, every time they go to the store, people spending a lot of cash, people take a lot of cash, right? And recently, Whole Foods that started bidding, they've been putting these little blockades on the self-checkout because you can't use cash anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get everything switched over digitally, and they're doing it via Mandela effect.
Right.
You know, here a little, there a little.
Hey, what's that, the old saying, create a chaos, what they call this? Create a problem, provide a solution.
Problem, reaction, solution.
Problem, reaction, solution, because somebody get a PhD from something to tell you where, say, all right? Because I peeped this in the Fast and the Furious, what's that part, 11 or 12?
Oh.
Right. There's so many of them, shit. Fuck, I'm just saying 11.
Yeah, he quotes a couple.
Alright. No, second three. I got it. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Right.
It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, because that new Fast and Furious
I guess the point is Paul quoted
Jason Moore, the character he played, he said, hey, we blown up the
he
back.
said, I have.
So they just show the movie and they go through things, and they blow up the damn thing.
He does quote the poets.
So it might be another crisis they can do that, use that to target the model something, budget on these cities or something. Then they can issue out that digital key. Or straight to the digital key. I don't know how they're going to do it. They might do it the digital key with the car first, then go to the digital key, or go straight to the digital key, man. Depending on what type of common solution you got. Right? Order out of chaos. Right? You keep the sleep.
Yeah, another thing they was talking about, you know, was that third lockdown, you know?
Yeah.
You know, another lockdown, you know, and where they were basically, and during that period, they were, you know, really change. They would change out the whole system. You know, basically like overnight. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So that could be another way.
Another way to do it is because that's what Esau do. The left hand side. What's that movie with Samuel Jackson and when they said they gonna cross the World Trade Center and shit?
Oh,
You know,
Die Hard too.
you got Samuel Jackson. It was like,
Something else.
no, it was Samuel Jackson, the female assassin.
What's it called?
I thought that was Die Hard too.
No, it was a woman. So anybody woman. She played lead roles. But at the end, they say gonna blow up the World Trade Center. But Samuel Jackson, he's like a driver and shit. She's like the assassin.
Oh, you talking about oh shit.
It's like
Because her name was Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah.
I forget the movie. Damn.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the
But
movie.
at the end, you had Ishmael. They said, yeah, we'll blow up the World Trade Center. So it's the same thing. That's the Fast and the Furious. He said, yeah, we're gonna blow up the Vatican and shit. I'm like, damn. Right in that movie trailer and shit. Alright, so they gonna what? Cause a major event or something like that to happen. Then they gonna issue out. They gonna do digital currency. So Esau, he wants to be, he want everybody, he's front like he's the good guy. Alright? Same thing with the C19 blame damage, man. Bamboozle. The bamboozle. Right? Everybody got bamboozle, right? What that shit, man? You know, those who we fall for it, and then your how about yourself, they fall for it. Right? But you simple as people did. Alright? You got bamboozled. There was an Elon Mike doctor, so-called ECN doctor. He said he ain't gonna pray for those that he said he said it's gonna distract you, man. Yeah, but this Elon Mike doctor, so-called ECN doctor said that he gonna lower the crowds of people who did get the
Jump shot.
the dope shot, man. All right, but guess what? He died. He died taking that third jab. Samuel Jackson.
What?
I think it's called A Kiss Goodnight. Yeah, the movie called
Let
Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, yeah.
And in that movie, he said, yeah, we're gonna blow up the World Trade Center. They always do shit like that. They put the movies.
It's witchcraft.
That's part of their magic.
Yeah, on the
like
left-hand side.
the Simpsons, man. Like the Simpsons cartoons and shit, man.
What they call it, programming?
Yup.
Yeah.
Predictive
program. And yup. And they showed in the movie Ghost, it came out in 1990. So I remember they showed regentrification for Patrick Swayze and his woman. They was moving in a bad neighborhood on West Side of Chicago. They moved on Los Angeles. They showing that regentrification. Yeah, what? Years couple later, they put some Jake out, man. Yep. Now they put Jake out of Inglewood.
They lower all the goddamn property tax.
Yep.
It'll be so like one guy, one white man, all the properties. Don't take care of it. Black people that stay in the community, never will. Black people ain't taking care of their goddamn their community. No. You got this rich white asshole who bought all these properties. He ain't taking care of the properties. Therefore, all the properties and the taxes go down. Everything's devalued. All right. Move all the black people out, then you rebuild, and then you sell that shit to get a hell of a profit, man. That's what the so-called white man does, man. So it's not Jake necessarily fucking up their own neighborhood, since Jake don't own these houses.
Right.
So if you own a damn house and you ain't taking care of it, then that's the person who owns the house. Most Jake don't own that shit.
Right.
Joe died from birth. 24, the earth was getting at the end of the
Right.
Michael chapter 2, he come to the field. They did come to the fields over here. We see Esau, so Esau owns everything.
And it's rightfully so. When it started happening, I wouldn't say that Jake was fucking up their own neighborhood. Jake was fucking ass down here, and they fucked up businesses that the heathens own. Businesses didn't.
Right.
That was about it. Businesses that even the majority of heathens would stop with.
Yeah.
You know? Because out there, in most places out west, especially down south, out south, it's really like more of a desert, you know?
I'll tell you this. Oh, these they fucking shit up. I was in the shit. They fucked up the jewels, all the stuff.
Except for the Walmart. When the Walmart, when they quick this shit, that's the only thing I ask you. Right. Yeah, man. They didn't really complain about that shit. That, that wasn't the news.
Right, so Esau's the guy that's behind this shit, man. Regenerification, everything, man. Because soon now it's gonna be what? Somebody get that second extra 15. The mansion's out of going to the city.
Yep.
And guess what they doing now? That 15-minute city and shit. When you show your face, you scan your face, and you got 15 minutes to do what you gotta do to get back to your house. Alright. They got like I forgot how many miles here over there in Saudi Arabia. They got like they built a long ass 15-minute city and shit.
Yeah.
Everything settled down, man. All right, they show this shit in the sci-fi movies, man. So you laughing. That a bunch of nerdy shit. Sci-fi movies. But now that shit comes to life, man. Yeah.
What a Minority Report? They showed the technology they already had.
Right.
What's so bad about it? They always say that in the news. They go, oh yeah, somebody like something out of a sci-fi movie. Remember how they said this in the movie? What was it? That movie with they keep on bringing that out. Tom Cruise.
Oh, Minority
Report.
I just said the shit.
They'll be like, yeah. You know how Minority Report it's like this, but we have this now.
Right.
Hey, who's the good reader here? Who's the youngest one? Who's the youngest one? Him? Him?
You know, hey, they'll bring out technology that they
He's
had
the youngest one.
from about
Read for him.
maybe 20 or 30 years ago. And then they presented as news. Like even these cell phones, they don't check. He's the king. He's the next king.
You know what? You know how to read?
Are you good, man?
He's the next king. I know you from Layla.
Yeah, just do a sit
You
down.
say you're the next king. Okay, cool.
You know, spiritual, you say you're next king.
Right, you're the next king. All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Just do a sit down. See what that's about. Just do a sit down. All right. All right. Go ahead. What y'all saying?
Shit, get second up. Since he said that, get second up.
I got the 15. Yeah, that's gonna be on 15.
I was going.
Somebody got distracted. The 15-minute cities and shit.
Yeah, you get second entrance 2. Start with like 41. Start with like 40.
The second
Because
entrance.
we are the kings. That's essentially the next rulership.
Yep.
The second entrance 2 and 41. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number.
Right, that mountain, all right, represents the government of Israel. All right, go ahead.
And they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
It was different levels. The Hawashai sat at a certain level above everybody else. All right? If it wasn't so, it wouldn't be written. All right? Just like when you read Hebrews, the 1st chapter. All right? All the angels was made to worship the Hawashai. All right? Go ahead.
And upon every one of their heads, he set crowns.
You said what?
He set crowns.
Kings and shit. Man, how you say what's
Kings.
It's funny as fuck because that's what they call what's that guy who's under all the water now in the Ant-Man movie?
Kang the Conqueror.
They call his name Kang.
They did that shit on
They did
purpose.
that shit on purpose like a motherfucker. His name wasn't King, it was Kang.
He was a king.
He was a king.
Yep.
And then they showed all the different variants of him, and they all had on what? Purple, which is a royal color, and they had on green, which is wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, he saw scoffing hard as hell. And they couldn't even stop it. Like, first off,
Right.
it shows you how he was in that show, Loki.
Yeah.
This man already understands time he can see before you do anything. You never actually stop somebody like that. But it's the reason why they always try to stop somebody that is in purple, who has purple skin like fucking Thanos did.
Yep.
Because they're trying to actually stop the true royalty, which is Yahweh Shai, coming down and establishing order on this earth, and they won't be able to do that.
Right, so-called black niggas. You can put blue, just like the Avatar, what are they, blue? Really represents, it's another color for black. Not to say it is black, but That's how they do it.
Braveheart. Braveheart's a perfect example. If you go into the history, those were dark-skinned people. So the blue coloring was meant to symbolize that. Same thing, i.e. an example, because Esau knows it ain't for you watchers and consumers, man.
Oh, they did the Black Panther. They showed Zebulon there as dark skin, the blue skin.
Right.
Right. Now, how creative, Marvel. Your Mexican hero's a wetback. Come on.
Which Namor, he wasn't Mexican.
Ain't no coincidence. Namor was a Zebulonite.
Yeah.
Ain't no coincidence. Right? He the one without love. But guess what? Because that love gonna go out when the love get go out.
Now you know what's very spiritual about that movie. We're gonna jump right back into it.
Right.
Basically, Wakanda, Southern Kingdom, and
Northern Kingdom versus.
there was the Northern Kingdom, right?
Yep.
But there was the only two nations that had that type of technology in metal, which told you their spirituality was on another level. Which told you that was essentially the same people.
Yep. And then they stopped fighting each other.
Up to come together.
Yeah.
What you said? Go ahead. All right.
Back in 2nd Esdras 2, in verse 43. And in the midst of them was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal clothing. It's like, and put on the immortal.
No, you break down. Go ahead, brother.
You know, hey, so like the brothers, getting into, man. All right, in this world, we put off, the ways of this world, all right, and the ways of this, the fashion of this world, all right, to put on that immortal clothing, man, to strive to be righteous, man, to walk as Yahweh Shai did when he was upon the face of the earth, man. All right, and that's why we out here, pushing this word, man. All right, because we know that these things are temporal, man. All right, so we're out here, basically, what Scripture says, depart. We have spiritually departed, out of this place. All right, we're out here trying to wake up our people to do the same, man.
Right.
All right,
our mind's like on a whole nother level, man. We're not investing in America, man. We're investing in Yahweh Shai, man.
Right. We're looking past America. This is just temporal.
Exactly.
Right. We have the prudence and the foresight to see that anything in existence can only last till the white man's in power. After that, there's no more time allotted. Nothing else, no rulership. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna come set up a democracy and the kings are gonna vote on it. There's a reason he's called the King of Kings, bro.
Right. I mean, they should vote for Yahweh Shai. Fuck that.
There is, right. There's gonna be democracy. It's gonna be.
At the most, it's gonna be like how it was in the book of Kings, man.
Right.
Where you just want the Lord to pick your ideas. No, nigga, it's gonna be that. It's not gonna be no we vote on it. It's gonna be the king decide.
Yeah, hey, what's that? I think it's Revelation 19. Say go take those crowns and stuff.
Yeah. King of Kings. Yep.
Those different governments, man. He gonna come and conquer, man. Right? He's coming. Yahweh Shai is supposed to conquer, man. He ain't coming out on a pink cloud throwing out Skittles and ice cream and cotton candy.
Kissing babies and high five. None of that shit.
He gotta do that shit.
That's right.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
I got just going into it. So-called white man has a amount of time. After that, how about ourselves put him down and raise one up that's profitable for the earth, like the scripture says. Which is Yahweh Shai in the elect. Okay? Right. Which going back to that 2nd Esdras 2, the kings. Alright?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai is getting ready to put us in rulership. Hey, what's that Proverbs, the 29th chapter?
Right.
Alright? The earth is going to rejoice when the righteous is in rulership, man.
Right.
Alright? Because right now, everybody's mourning. Man, the whole world is sick, man. Alright? Go ahead.
Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, ain't nobody rejoicing right now. Because the righteous is not in rulership. But the people are mourning. You have the uproars of the people, all types of shit going on all different sides of the world, man. Because of who? Esau, Edom. one who tainted and destroyed the whole earth, man. Okay? When we said in Isaiah, it talks about how the earth language.
That's got 24 right there.
Right? This is Isaiah 24. We ain't going to the Amazon and cutting down trees. We ain't fucking drilling into the ground and taking the oil. Right? And hey, in the ancient days, we ain't need to do none of that shit. Right? The Spirit we figured it out.
Right, there's no plastic cup from the table of King Solomon. There's no trash bag used in the collection of.
You got an island of trash floating around the Pacific that's damn near as big as Texas.
Right. And that should be.
They cutting down 2 football fields a day over there. Right.
Not to mention most of this plastic got BPA in it that changes hormones and things of that nature. Right?
right.
What was that? Carnitins and shit like fucking cancer causing fucking which the FDA fucking approves.
Yeah.
How's this people who sits on this goddamn board makes all these goddamn decisions which the FDA is bullshit and they feeding you fucking poison. Well, it's okay to have about 10% of fucking human feces. It's okay. Or fucking human flesh or things of that goddamn nature.
And your ground beef, man.
Right. And it's illegal in what, half or over half of the world's
The world, they won't import it.
Exactly.
No fucking Elamites are eating fucking Cool Ranch Doritos.
What's crazy, even if you go to a McDonald's in another country, it's better food and the shit's over. It's complete night and day. That's how we know this place is literally Babylon. Any and everything goes over in this place, man.
Literally.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24:4. It says the earth mourned and faded away.
I can imagine how Chicago used to look before Chicago.
Well, they were trees building, right. It was
Where the lake was fucking clean.
Yeah, to drink out of.
Goddamn screw up and go from Chicago to fucking.
I was just thinking that.
San Fran without putting a fucking foot on the ground.
I was just thinking that.
Pure air.
It's crazy because here's the thing. Yeah, you need land to grow, grow vegetables and shit like that. But you had if you took a look at America, you got mountains on the right, mountains on the left. You got a great valley in the middle. There's all your fertile land. That's where most of your farms are coming from.
Yep.
Right? Basically the Midwest and things of that nature. That's where you get it. Because when you get into beef, here's the shepherd beside me. when you get into beef, you gotta know where that cattle came from, how it was bred, what that cattle was fed. Because a grass-fed cattle was way better than a corn-fed cattle, and you can literally taste the fucking difference, man.
The farmers say that just the different types of grass in America alone, California raised cattle, and he said that's why Kansas City barbecue tastes different. That's why California beef tastes different. Midwest beef tastes different because it has to do with the grass that they choose. Since there's different types of grass, then you get different taste.
Different flavor. So going back to the squirrels, the Lord already had this place set up so it could be good. Before America was America when Jake was over here, the fucking land was fucking nutritious, very
Dense, nutrient dense.
Fertile soil.
Fertile.
It was very fertile.
yeah.
As soon as Esau came over there, shit started going downhill, man.
There was no land Sabbath. Then that's a
Oh,
major
right.
part.
Yeah, no land Sabbath.
Because the Indians would rotate. They would rotate according to the weather.
Yep.
So the land, even the land itself, got some sort of rest, and then they rotated, and then come back to it, but it already received its rest. Esau fucking grow the same land for all his life, and wonder why it's no longer yielding. Right. And you let it rest.
And certain plants take more out of the soil than other plants, so you gotta let that shit rest and refresh itself, man. But this is a greedy bastard we talk about. They could have did the same setup they did in Egypt when they had the 7 years of famine.
Right.
It's a way to do it. But now, all the storehouses with the grains been fucking destroyed. All these chicken and egg plants, the top 2 has been destroyed in the last day. And not only that, you got the government, rich ass white people, buying up all the farms that's on default.
They said it used to be female trees, now just male trees.
Right.
Yes.
See, they don't fuck the ecosystem up. With that And it fucked it up, man.
It was crazy. This guy that was Ubering, he basically told me how it's hell to be, it's hell going through a pandemic in the suburbs where everybody has money. He said because basically when you want to go, since money isn't a factor, somebody will go in there, buy all this shit up. He said, man, I couldn't get meat for weeks, he told me. He said, and why? Because in the suburbs, since everybody got money, that wasn't stopping him. Jake, you know, there's still shit at the store, but because Jake is broke, Jake can't buy up 2-3 months worth of meat, you know?
Right.
It says like they go for the ground pound and a half a day type shit, you know? And he was basically saying how during the pandemic, he said, man, he said, anywhere I went, the bread and the meat was gone. He said he stayed in Aurora. He said, I came to the city and everybody had, you know, he basically was like, I thought y'all were gonna be popped and I was popped. Because he basically said how he could afford to stay home because his wife made 3 figures. He said, I was staying home with that. I couldn't even get the fucking meat and bread.
And in the city, you know, you're gonna have a large what do they call it? I was gonna say as far as how the fucking goddamn crates come in.
Yeah.
The crates mostly come in over here anyway, and it's a larger population. They're gonna try to send more of that over here. And as far as those damn trees, shit, no, that's some bullshit. Esau hasn't even touched the fatness of the earth like that.
Right.
There's certain places the Lord won't let this man allow to be touched. So no, it's not just male trees around. And
I'm talking about here in America.
well, yeah, I mean, even with that, in certain places that are desert towns, and certain shit that Esau hasn't even explored like that in America.
It just buffered a bit.
Oh, okay. But here's another thing about the beef.
Precept.
So they're getting ready to tax it right now, right? Here's the thing, beef.
You could break it down. Yeah.
We getting into their ass.
There you go. Yep. See, Esau trying to cut it off.
Remember that, Yank Bob?
So one of the things is, what they do is, they'll have a lot of beef. Okay, I got 150 cattle coming. I'm gonna sell it to you this day. They'll saturate the market. So now they got to kill off all the beef and then raise the prices of the beef that's left. When you literally could have just gave that beef out to different states or different companies that could have used that goddamn beef. Right? It's no way in hell the world should never have beef.
So I first use the quotes.
Vice versa to Chicago. Right? All you got to do is put that bitch on the plane and fucking shit. But this is how wicked and evil Esau Edom is, man.
It's the same thing. Well, it was a couple years ago, Burberry, they had all those leftover clothes, they burned all their clothes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That was totally unnecessary. That was some evil shit, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Can I get a precept?
Yeah.
Question. Leviticus 25:20, and if ye shall say, what shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. Verse 21, then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years.
So the Lord got a whole fucking system, man. All right, when it comes down to the science of Yahweh Shemal Shai, everything is fucking perfect. But when you put an imperfect bastard in rulership, this is the outcome. That's why when Esau Edom gets his judgment, like it says, this is the heritage. When you read, what's that, Job 19 and Job 20?
Job 20.
This is the heritage of a wicked person.
Start 4.
Right? Yeah. Shit, go ahead.
Job chapter 20 verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Right. Hey, real quick, when you take a shit, you ain't about to come back a week later going through the pipes. Damn, where's that diarrhea I just had last week? I ain't giving a fuck about that shit.
Right.
It's a piece of shit.
Right.
And that's how Esau's going to be. We're going to forget about that ass white, man.
Yep. Verse 8, Job 20 and 8, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right, so after that 1,000 years, whatever the Lord decides to do with the spirit of Esau, who knows? Right? but we know that nation is not going to be around. What he tried to do, what he tried to do to us, that Psalms 83, make us not a nation no more.
Yeah.
It's literally going to happen to him.
Right.
Like he tried exterminating us. So double would be what? For him to actually be exterminated.
Yep. Hey, just like this email she posted up, she said, it should be another genocide. Because my babies, the brother put their bill, he said, my babies will have a chance.
Exactly. So her white babies could have a chance.
Yep.
Welcome to our world, bitch.
Right.
The week. It's Revelation
Black babies.
11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets and to the saints.
Which is the elect. I started with the elect. To be a saint, you got to be an Israelite, man. None of you other nations are going to get this treasure, right? This inheritance is for the Lord's children, not you, not fucking Becky, all right? Go ahead.
And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So Esau, he don't gonna be destroyed.
And that's a good Esau, you don't fear your how about your child, because you did, none of this shit will be happening. Right? Like it says in Psalm 50 verse 16, you cast this love behind, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a precept real quick. This is Sirach 27:22. He that wicked with the eyes worketh evil. You know, because Esau, like brothers would say, he doesn't care. He pacifies things. He'll act like he cares, like even with religion. He acted like he cared if we started to convene a different agenda to get people off of believing in the Most High. Now he can really carry around himself like, okay, well, science. No, that's madness. Right. And he didn't know it. He didn't know it him would depart from him. Right. Hey, it says depart from the lips of someone who doesn't have understanding.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Proverbs 14.
Right. You got actually fucking court cases where people trying to sue your house, suing God and stuff like that. Oh, that's crazy. Then you go to court, you swear on the Bible and stuff. Like, you're supposed to do that, man. All right. You don't do anything you don't do anything with this. You don't do anything that you claim to do.
You don't uphold nothing in the Bible. That's why the Lord wrote what he wrote.
But that's why the Lord got him in that trick back, because he held it up as the law of the land. Now he got to get all the judgments in there.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Remember that?
Did you check your homework?
When thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at the last he will writ his mouth and slander thy sayings, which is, hey, what it says, picture top money in the book of Psalms.
I'm only looking out for you. You live dusty.
What has got to do to declare my statutes? Yeah? Right? Because he knows his truth. A liar can't keep truth.
That's right.
Oh my God, this takes something next. I gotta add this to it. I gotta do this to it.
Right.
That's what Esau did, man.
Yeah.
Right? First off, he said to the Lord, looks like you.
Strike one.
Strike one. And then once you got the Pope saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord kills that dude in a couple of days.
That's how he gonna change the commandments.
He did. He revised. Well, he did. But you know, he's so-called revising with his words.
Just Israelites.
Just Israelites.
Okay, they ain't all black.
You're not black.
You ain't black. Yep.
But it says in verse 2.
No, but you know that's what they call them. Like, you know,
That's
they
a
say
Bible.
black
Yeah,
people,
that's
black
the narrative
people,
they're
like-
trying to.
Right.
These are all bywords, though. That's what they are called. That's one of the curses.
Okay.
They call black, Negro. There's no country called black, no language, you know. It means void of light, you know. It's psychological warfare. They began calling themselves white in 1861 because white means pure. You know, so it's putting the psychological warfare on the minds of our people.
And it's crazy. We was just in the art museum and we was looking at the ancient Egyptians, and you know, it's an argument whether if they was white or black. But
They were black.
I was saying that they not black or white. They was brown skinned people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But they had like black hair and stuff like that back in the day when you was looking
There
at
was
it.
another,
It varies like any.
There's
This is-
another heavy melanated people.
This is the president of Egypt back in the day. He said, Gamal Abdel Nasser, he said, you will never be able to live here in peace because you left here black and came back white. We cannot accept you. This is the president of Egypt, the second president back in back in the day, 1952. He said this on national television. Because the fake Jews, the people who call themselves Jewish today, if you look up the Balfour Declaration, the UK helped them acquire that land by sword, you know, and they forced their way into that place. When you read the Bible, it says the Lord is going to gather his people where he scattered them, he elected his people, and physically bring them there. Those people took it by violence. So the Lord returns, there's going to be peace on earth for all our people in the whole world. That same day when they signed the Balfour Declaration, there was war that same day. Rockets shot off 1948.
If you read Isaiah chapter 2, it tell you when the real children of Israel returned to the land, it's been peace all over the world. There's no peace. No people in that land in wars ever since they got that land. Well, wars are here, but the war is still going on. When they still in that land, it's proof they're not the real children of Israel. They don't fit their promise.
Right. The Bible calls him Esau. Meaning he's wasted away. He has no brown melanin like everybody else. That's the curse that the Heavenly Father put on Cain, right? He reincarnated, came back as Esau, and he's the father of the Edomites. When you go into this word Edom, it means red. You see? That's why when they're in the sunlight, they get cancer. They're cursed. These are the cursed people that God hates. You know, Romans 9:13 says.
See that guy walk across the street?
Yeah.
See his red coat? Within the color range, his skin, his color, his skin matches his coat.
Yeah, like cheekbones, all that you see, they came out red when they were born. That's actually a biblical curse called leprosy in the Bible. Yeah, all these people had us in slavery at one point or another, and it's all in the scriptures.
David and Goliath. So the smoke out here,
right, but we're not black Hebrew Israelites. They want to control the narrative. You see, but there's different Israelite groups. But there's no one here that's black or white.
Ariella.
Okay.
Come here.
You see?
so like that's usually right.
Because it says
We all not black.
You from Puerto Rican,
Mexican,
Mexican.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Native American Indian. See? Reuben. Yeah, Reuben.
Seminole
The
Indian.
Seminole Indians from Florida.
Shit, my brother-in-law is from a southern part of Mexico. He's so dark. My dad damn near would antagonize him because he was so dark. He basically, it's the same byword. It's just, you're just dark or brown, but it's like, the term is like nigga too. You know what I'm saying? That's how my dad was with my brother-in-law, you know? But because the same thing when on those southern parts of Mexico where those ships used to dock, they used to take people back and bring people forward. That's why you have people in the Philippines. They're like so-called other Mexicans. The Philippines, back and forth. And then those ports, actually, the only reason they gave us freedom on some of those ports is because when the native blacks and the Mexicans got together, they started shooting at the Spanish before they would dock until they actually asked them, basically damn near pleaded, made a peace deal, and you know basically we said we'll keep the land, and we kept paying tribute because if you see Mexico is conquered by a bunch of churches, bro. All them churches, all that money goes back to Europe. Same thing, Central South America, all those companies, Nestle, all those Dutch companies, all that money goes back to Europe. Same thing here. When there was a fire in Notre Dame, you had all these fucking churches doing a roundup for some church in Europe. But it just shows that colonization is alive and living, because those are still consequences from being pillaged by the Europeans.
And not only that, so I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys both watched Pocahontas growing up, right? So if you ever watched Pocahontas 2, they really show you what happened. They took while they was dropping niggas off here in the Americas for slavery, they were stealing natives and taking them back to Europe as slaves. So that's why they call it the transatlantic slave trade. If I'm just like if I'm a trucker, if I'm dropping off a load, best believe I'm picking up something and taking it back. Right. You know, to make my max account.
Right. I'm gonna show them this real quick too. There's from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. This is compiled by so-called white scholars, right? They know the truth. Because you gotta know, in order to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth, right? This Ham, you know the story of Noah? Noah, he had, the flood. Okay. Yeah, so Noah, only 8 people, the Lord only saved 8 people. So Noah, his 3 sons, their wives. So it reads here, his sons are Shem, Japheth, and Ham. And Ham would be like Barack Obama, it's a Ham. He's the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the father, that means father, of the dark races not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. There's two dark races, but it's two different people, two different nations. When you read the scriptures and when you look in secular history in 70 AD, the Romans, the Edomites, so-called white people invaded Jerusalem, and they're getting slaughtered. So I can get that for you too. It says that over 1 million black Hebrews, right here, perfect, this book. It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD. General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, which is another name for Israel, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Can someone grab a yoke of iron? Baba Kushab?
Thanks for the information, man. Y'all doing a good deed out here, man. Keep talking. Keep doing that.
All right, I mean, look, it's for the edification. I mean, somebody out feel. Because at the end of the day,
somebody gonna see it.
Right. Like, what do they call it? Nigga nuggets. You know what I mean? They only take you so far.
Yeah.
See, we're doing this unto salvation. That's why it says, "Ye entertain angels." Because really, man, this is really a labor of love that we have. It's in us. Like I said, the brother damn near went into, you know what I'm saying, teacher mode and shit, and then came right back out.
Right.
Why? Because this is what this is our purpose. This is our lot.
This is it.
And if anybody didn't, can you please get the wisdom of Solomon? I saw him that my soul loveth, and I saw him till I found him not. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and I was gonna say this is the picture that the brother. I mean, this when you touch up yoke of iron. I don't know if you can see it. Kind. That's what you get. You see a Judite right there with the yoke of iron. That's what pops up. If you scroll anywhere down, it's all all Judites. All Southern Kingdom, should I say? So,
Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies which your house has sinned against thee, and hunger and a thirst and a nakedness and a want of all things. That's where you go to his grocery stores.
Yeah.
You gotta go to his clothes stores. You gotta get that loan to open up that business.
Right.
All right. You so-called self-employed, you still gotta go to him to get that loan to open your business. You
Not only that, you gotta pay his taxes, and he don't fuck around with his taxes, boy.
You gotta get your children delivered in his hospital, and then his children belong to him. Their social security number. All right.
Everything's according to his fucking legislation. Who gave you the power to tell me what to do and what not to do?
Right.
I get it. Actually, the Lord did. But most of his declarations are unlawful.
Everything you touch, you got to get it from oppressed, the so-called white man. But that was a curse put on us. And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee, man. All right. So what people know?
He even stayed here for that scripture, did he?
No. All right. So what people know that yoke of iron on them, man? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Right. You close your eyes
To
and
the
picture
point where
it,
you start bleeding, like they shackle you and all that shit.
Yep.
Fucking flesh was just nickel or iron, that shit just cutting through your flesh.
Oh, when it's hot, that metal get hot. When it get hot,
I trouble with her too.
you gonna pay for that shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, sweaty and shit, man. Bugs, wounds and shit, man.
Even them big ass other chains that were meant to get you stuck on the trees if you ran away.
Yeah.
Then fucking it looked like arrows. Esau gonna fucking pay for that, man. He's out of his goddamn mind if he thinks the Lord allowed his little puny ass to do it, and he's not gonna let us to stump a mud hole up his ass, man.
I read accounts with this book I got called Slave Narrative. It was in the Caribbean when his Bishamite had flesh wounds, had maggots in it. Esau didn't give a shit. Esau made him did work, man.
Yep.
Cuban links.
Yeah, man.
So that's why, man. That's why whoever of our people ain't with it. Guess what, man? Y'all innocent of the same because you guys are with the shits, man.
Yep. Right. Especially lately, you Uncle Tomahawks on Pine Ridge and Rosewood Reservation, and over there in South Dakota, I think South Dakota, North Dakota, Rosewood Reservation and Pine Reservation. Over there in Oregon, the Wall Springs Reservation. Yeah, and you know what? Ban some of the brothers off the rest good, man. Because guess what? Because that's going to contribute to the final words, going to speed things up quickly, man. All right, and really that's how fast sit from the traffic Gad, man. Cause Gad, you finna get judgment, man. Now I don't know how the Most High gonna do. He gonna send a tornado to your reservation. Something gonna happen, man. Something gonna happen, right? Basically, something gonna happen to all the reprobates of other 12 tribes, man.
That's right.
Right? Not just one tribe and shit. All right. But you get distracted by these demons, man. All right. Yeah.
Demons getting distracted by us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think. He's like, yo, I couldn't think, man. But yeah, you're right, man. They distracted by us. But inside, when Paul,
Right. We singing our song. He gonna sing his. Right.
All right. Psalms, Proverbs 8:1. Does not wisdom cry? Understanding, put forth her voice, which is happening right now. She standing at the top of the high places, by the way in the places of the path. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, and at the coming of doors. Unto you, O men, I call my voice, you sons of men, O simple, understand wisdom, and yea, fools, be ye of understanding heart, the mind. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and to open my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak the truth, and wickedness is abomination to my lips. All right, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is none for nor preserved in them. They are all plain. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to him that found knowledge upon the elect. All right, verse 10. Receive instruction, not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Right, so money. So right now we into what's going to be a new currency. Your money not going to save your ass, man. Even you give over to Esau. Electronic currency, man, it's still not gonna save your ass, man. It's not guaranteed Esau gonna give you a piece of bread, man.
That's
right. Esau can leave that digital pill unactivated. You take that, man.
Right, can you back it up?
Yep.
Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Right, the righteousness delivereth from death. Not those damn yo money, y'all.
I know gold, not silver.
Yeah.
You can't eat that
Dollar bill, y'all ain't gonna save your ass, man.
That's right.
All right, verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things may be desired are not to be compared with, man. Right, so you can't compare this wisdom with nothing else, man.
Yep.
Hey, why you think? Go ahead.
No, because it's very simple. When you have wisdom, you know how to apply the knowledge that you learn, right? So it's just like, damn, what this money gonna do with me?
Yep.
I ain't got no fucking food. I can't go to the store and buy no. You know when wisdom gonna kick in? All the things you learn from the scriptures. First of all, we got faith in your heart, I should outside. But I'm speaking on the simple morning wisdom. Let me go forage some mushrooms. Let me go make some bear. Like if you got that type of knowledge and the wisdom to apply it, you don't need no damn money to buy you no damn food.
Let me get some drinking water out of it.
Exactly.
Yep.
A lot of people don't even know how to fucking get a bitch tree. Bro, they don't even know how to make a pit. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I got that.
You dig a hole in the ground, dig another hole, make a vent, and you make you a fire in there, that bitch will go on all fucking night, bro.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have wisdom.
Yep.
Alright? So basic wisdom is not even well known to a lot of people. Their mind is just money, 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 money. The real wisdom you need is the scriptures, and everything else fall in line. Because just by you reading the scriptures, you're going to learn some scientific things. You're going to learn some mathematical things. You're going to learn some historical things.
How to heal
things
yourself.
about the herbs and how to heal yourself. Most people don't got that, man. And when you really get into it, it's very simple. It's very simple. Go ahead.
Yep. No, that was it, man. Hey, what Solomon? Solomon asked for wisdom.
Yeah. Hey, now me and Benji was talking about this on the phone like the other day, right? The way they make wisdom and knowledge is today, like they frown upon it. Oh, you're a nerd. Oh, you're this, you're that. But no, actually being wise was the thing of the past.
Yep.
Like that bitch came all the way to see Solomon just for his wisdom.
Yep.
She ain't come to Solomon for his riches. Right. She ain't come to Solomon for no dick, none of that shit. She came literally to learn wisdom. Wisdom is a popular thing. Nowadays, you go to school, make straight A's. Oh, you were lame. You were this. Esau did that.
He demonized.
Because it's hard to see Jake being that fucking wise and being that fucking stupid. Because the image they got of Jake It's just a gang banging, rapping, and shooting nigga, man. And it's hard for us to get that image out our head because we think, well, that's all we can do.
Jake, we come back, the left will come back like right man any damn way. All right? But what they're afraid of, all Israel waking up, because guess what? Israel wake up, that's the end of their rulership, and that's the end of their economy and their rulership. Right? Everything goes to hate shit, man. They wakes up, man. That's why they try so hard, trying to have it. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna demonize this group, right?
You can try, but guess what? You can't do nothing against the truth
Before the truth, man. Right?
We said
Right. Right. Not against the truth.
Just prove that we right. Because if we wasn't, you wouldn't be trying this goddamn hard to stop us.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yes. Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Right, but wisdom and knowledge, man. For example, you broke in the house, you got local bread, you got some cold cuts, some cheese, some lettuce, tomatoes and stuff, you got some ran wrap, and you got different sauces and stuff. Guess what? You can make some sandwiches and wrap it in wrap and get a plastic bag. You can sell them to the construction site. Where people at, you can sell them.
Or take this, you got a potato, it can be half eaten.
Yeah.
You start in the bud, you take that one piece, you bury it, take care of it. Now you grow more potatoes with that one piece, man.
Yeah.
Or the same thing you do with ginger.
Grabbing is supposed to make people extra creative.
We're gonna start
Hey,
getting
listen,
green
well,
thumb.
the pandemic, on the low level, the pandemic made a lot of people become wise. Working for themselves, being creative for things that I got there.
Learn how to barter and trade.
Yep. And now, not fucking just counting on Esau all the time, man.
Right.
shit, hey, the scriptures tell us when the seasons actually change.
Yep.
Yep.
Esau will tell you winter, you know, is all the way until this period, and then to this, you know, based on this equinox. We just had the Pentecost. That marks when you're supposed to harvest the wheat and stuff, the wheat harvest. Yeah.
Because I believe it's two harvests.
Right.
One in
The wheat and the barley. Right.
I got a little more. Back in Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 19, the circuits of years and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men, the diversities.
Bro, that's science, that's biology, that's geometry, mathematics. It's a lot of things
Astrology.
One.
Yeah.
All right? Astronomy, like the brother said, that's everything, man.
The diversities of plants and the virtues of fruits, and all such things are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits. Man. You going?
No,
that's it. I mean, this is heavy, man.
Shit, if you know diversity of roots, you don't need a jump shot.
Right.
It was like 30 things you could have took.
Hey, that's why over there in Haiti, they was taking all those natural herbs and stuff.
Right.
They took the president out and said, hey, they took him out. They said, hey, we don't need your jump shot. They said, oh, no, the hell you been? I know you been. They talking to me. Esau went over there, assassinated him, and distributed that jump shot. Right? But they were taking herbs out of the ground to reduce that immune system up and keep that shit away, man. All right? Because big farmers gonna go back to witchcraft. All right? They just want to they basically want to have you, they ain't gonna cure your shit. They gonna keep you alive to make money off you and shit, if you happen to be the lead, so to be, they got another sucker, man.
Right.
It says, so it says a sucker born every second, man.
Every second.
All right.
This is Salak 38 and verse 4. It says, the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth. He that is wise is not a poison.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right, man.
So like Brother Saman was saying, man, if you had an understanding, of herbs and plants, you wouldn't need to take no jump shot. All right, you would already know, basically the understanding of what cures what benefits this plant has, this and that. Right. And you got certain brothers in the camp, herbalists, man. All right, who can tell you about certain things. All right, what you should take in case of a headache or a stomach ache or whatever, man.
Hey man, we run to your house. When bro gets sick, we like, bro, I need a noise. That's the first. We don't go to the doctor. Like, now we go to the doctor like there's something that's out our hand and shit. But it's still the Lord said that the issue of life and death.
Right, Lord, that's right.
You also went to a doctor for a fucking diagnosis. That's still.
You could diagnose yourself. Shit.
Right.
And that's it. Because you know what's wrong with you.
Right, like if your feet and your hands are swelling up and your skin starts to get like dark right here, it's a sign of kidney failure. You see that a lot in people who drink a lot.
But at the same time, if you don't know something, go to them. The certain medicines everybody can't prescribe, but if they can, I would still go to a doctor for a diagnosis. I'm not saying be OR.
Right.
This shit, ain't gonna. Oh, Jake told me to do this and that. No, man. Shit, that's just the fuck. I don't do certain shit. Right.
I ain't going to Esau for shit, but Makai. I don't even have health insurance. Shit.
Like shit.
May the Lord bless.
Trying to eat well, your fucking diet is fucking terrible. Health insurance, how about shit?
I don't have health insurance.
It's mostly prayer. It's just when you even have to fall into the hands of a physician, you the amateur maker. And that's somebody who actually knows how to repair your body.
That's the best diagnosis right there. Knowing that you pissed the Lord off and that's why you're getting jacked off. Right. Or it's a test to your flesh.
Right. Test your faith.
Test your faith. God.
Certain ailments you may still have to deal with as a thorn in your side for your body.
Right. Yeah.
Lord make you retract it. Bring it back. Yep. Take it back. Bring it back harder.
I can tell you. I'll give you a testimony. I had like a sore on my body one time, and it started out of nowhere. It started getting real hot. It was feeling like 30 minutes. It was gone. It's like I never had this. The devil the power of your house. I'm spiritual. Right? It showed me that your house is spiritual. Who can do that? You Egypt providence can't do it. Walk have long, you can't do it. You can't take a wound and make it heal, make it seem like you never had it. Right.
Hey, cause all this.
Can't no Allah do it. Can't no Jesus Christ do it. Only Howard Chapter that did that for me.
That's right.
Demonstrating power. Right.
Yeah. That's why the Lord said if he didn't come, no flesh would be saved. Shit, who knows what kind of shit we didn't have, cancer and all kind of shit. Man.
Oh yeah.
I believe some
of us did have cancer.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
The Lord healed us, man.
Well, she
Absolutely.
look at Loya night and day.
Yeah.
I remember with the brother, he was, man, I don't like shit. That brother's living testimony.
Right.
He would go to a heavy affliction. The brother would call and shit. And he's still doing it. He still served the Lord. And the Lord healed him from it, man.
Now you can't even say done with what? That illness, all these ailments, all these things are still within us. Right. The Lord can take it away. Then he can bring it back because he's still, likewise you can have something that was never in you or if you're it's not hereditary, Lord can just put that in you anyway. We will still receive those same ailments later on, man. Even though you only, as men in the truth, you don't like to fucking complain about that. You like to complain about all this other shit. You don't like to complain about shit that you're dealing with, man. But guess what? We don't deal with some shit.
Right.
That's not true. That's heck.
And you gotta walk through those straight gates, man. Hey, this ain't no goddamn cakewalk, man. You gotta walk through those straight gates.
If not, everybody would do it. Murph says it all the time, man. If it was easy, you'd have all these weak ass chicks trying to line up and do it.
Yep.
That's why the spirit sifts those that ain't really really about it, because really it's you come across the truth because the Lord either loves you or he hates you, man. It's one of the scariest things, man. Because you either got woke up for judgment or salvation.
Yep.
There's no in between. Because it talks about those that are better off that they never have done the work than for them to fall off, man.
Lukewarm.
Shit, it says about counting the cost before somebody builds. It said happily, what said they laugh at him when he failed. That's a hard saying, because like Apostle Gabar says all the time, basically the goal to starting any type of job is to finish it, and we want to be there. We want to hear that, like the brother was bringing for a circle, like the brother has said. We want to hear that, oh great faithful servant, and receive a crown from Yahushua. Paul said that he didn't dare count himself part of that number, but guess what? He confidently said, I know that a crown awaits me. Why? Because he knew he had done everything. That's that fear and trembling. The fear and trembling, when you go into that word, it goes into somebody having the anxiety, knowing that he doesn't have the capacity to complete the job, but is doing everything in his power to try and accomplish, man. That's how we're going to be. At the end of every movie, the hero ain't 100%. Right. At the end of the movie, got a couple scratches, a little bit winded. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer great things, and hope for why? For they have done wickedly, has suffered a great thing, yet shall not see the why. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none had a standing above the high. So, hey man, you gonna fucking suffer, man. Hey, you gonna get jacked up and shit. All right, but that's the way it is, man. Ain't nothing fucking easy, man. You people sit down weak, man.
Hey, the truthers are gonna go through it anyway, and I know why. We at least know the purpose. We know that this has an end, right? An end task, an end date.
Right, you know, it's funny. You'll go to straight gate for a fucking street game, or for a breach or
some ass
and shit like that, or some ass, or
that's not turtle, that's ass.
Or a job and shit. You won't go straight gate.
Going through that straight
but you won't go right. You won't go through the you won't go to the straight path for your how about shit all the shot, man. All right. And so you people are a bunch of fucking weaklings, man. Right.
It says they shall suffer the straight things, then they won't get the wide.
Right.
You know? So hey, affliction and judgments come to the planet. You just have to be found in the covering. That's why in Luke it says, praise that you be found worthy, basically to be there when the Son of Man returns, man.
That's right.
Right. In Acts 14:22. The much tribulation we enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Hey, you gotta go through it. I'd rather go through it having hope and faith.
That's right.
Rather than being like the scriptures say, they are them who are in the world without hope. Yep. All right, at least we got hope. These niggas just out here going through shit and have no idea why.
Right. All of creation groaning.
Yep.
My channel, my inner Yawana, it reminds me of an episode of Family Guy. There was a bum asking for money. Peter threw in that cup. He looked like he didn't throw anything in there. And the bum's like, hey man, you didn't throw anything in there. He's like, yes I did. I put hope in there. Hey, the faithless Edomite didn't. He couldn't understand, man. Right. As a Jake, I had to be it, bro.
Let's go, because faithless things not seen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And he did, right? And he put it in there, bro. He's like, I put hope in there, man.
So he showed that in water.
They did that shit too, because when you think about what happened with Peter, what was it, Peter and John? They went to the temple, and before the gates, they were at the gates of the temple, and they met the lame man walk.
See? That's cool, man. See, now I know why you want to do it. Sometimes it just fits. I don't know how, I don't know where, but it fits.
Anybody got anything else?
Anybody got anything?
All right.
Let it ride. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, this is a good surgery right here, man. We didn't quit.
Romans 13 and 11. Because it basically says what we're doing, the signs of the time, and what does it say? Is put up the darkness. So put up those unprofitable works. And what we're doing now is we're basically embodying and doing those those works unto salvation, man. All right, the mouth make it to confession, bro. That's why y'all gonna fill the church seats tomorrow. For the hope that we actually haven't believed righteously correctly here, man. What I put hope in it. I put hope.
Romans
13 and 11. To the end, because guess what, man? That's the time we're living in. It says, knowing the high time is to wake out of sleep. Our people are spiritually dead here. Revelation 11 and 8. Go ahead.
Yeah. Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Right. So that salvation is gonna come. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come to us on the earth, and it's gonna be seen. The brothers touched the wisdom of Solomon, the strangers of our salvation. Okay, these are the people that didn't. What it said, they counted our lives madness and our death without honor.
Right.
We're gonna be the most honorable when you see everything you portrayed in the movies come to light. Them UFOs coming down, darkening the sky, and saving who you deem the garbage of this planet, man.
Hey, it's good to have the last laugh.
It is,
It
brother.
feels good to have the last laugh. Nice hearty one too.
Right, because we've been mourning this whole time, man.
Yeah.
That laugh is going to be that non-ending laugh, man, because the Heavenly Father, you know, Lord willing, we're part of that number, has great glory for us, man.
Yep.
But we're waiting for the salvation. That rest, because we're in these wretched conditions, salvation is when the rest is going to come because we're no longer going to be able to against the sin against our Father, man.
Yep.
We're going to be able to make our Father proud at every turn, which is ultimately the goal, man. Not to sin against our Father. What did it say? It's your sin that has been putting you away from me, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how you know those people over there in that area in the Levant. That's how you know now people do it because they don't have the law written in them. You go over there now, they don't know the law. They don't know the law anything.
The ambassador from Israel was caught with the Brazilian president, Bolsonaro. They had that big ass lobster, and then they edited the picture, so they had the lobster, but they had already uploaded the picture. The law ain't coming down from them, man. They ain't Zion. We're Zion. We're declaring that the laws and statutes are going to become back in place. And I like this camera, make me feel tall. Usually the one's pointing out that you can see his shit. Right. And another. There's still more on there. Go ahead.
Romans 13 and 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Right. Take off that mortal garment and put on the immortal, like the brother read.
Kill the old man, bring a new man in.
Mortify the flesh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing until Yahweh shot comes and clears the elect out. So with that, we'll say all praises and glory be unto Yahweh. Come on,
Shalom, brothers.
brothers.